Folks, welcome back to the Pavement Group podcast. Great to have you here. We are talking about Connex. It's the big event that's coming up out in California in about 10 days. We've got our Connex team from the Pavement Group on here, Bob, Eli, Brian, and myself. We're excited to talk about it, so let's get into it. All right, welcome back, gentlemen.
What's happening, brother? Good to be here, man.
Good to see you, Eli. How you doing, man?
Good, Todd. Good. How are you?
Awesome. Bob down in sunny Florida. How's it going?
Doing really well, Todd. Thank you.
Pretty good. Well, if you're watching from Connex, you probably recognize these faces if you've been to any of their events. We were just there back in August in Washington, D.C., and it was phenomenal. And the four of us were just having a planning meeting talking about the one that's coming up in Long Beach, California here in about 10 days. We said, why don't we turn the camera up and talk a little bit, to everybody about what our experience has been and what we're looking forward to. And it's just such a special event, and we wanted to share that with everybody. So I'm going to go quick round robin here and get some thoughts and talk to you guys about what you're excited to see and what your experience has been thus far. And Bob, I'm going to start with you as sort of Connex royalty, a gentleman that's been involved on the board. When we go to these events, he knows everybody, and it's really neat to see. What are you most looking forward to with this upcoming event, Bob?
Well, I think probably the thing that I most look forward to is seeing a lot of our customers and our vendor partners. It is such an opportunity in one place to get to know and meet with not only the customers, but our vendor partners that work with us on a national basis. So that is truly what I look forward to.
Sure. Now, as someone that's seen behind the scenes there, working, on the board and as an executive within the organization, what makes this so much more? I think this is one of the best events you can go to. What do you think? What's the secret sauce that makes this one just maybe a little bit better than the competition?
I think what makes this a special event is the people that are attending. They are very involved in the industry as well as with Connex. And it gives everybody an opportunity to share best practices, see what's going on in the industry. And so with that said, it is like no other conference that we ever go to.
Yeah, no, agreed. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. So Brian, I'm going to turn it to you. We're, as I said, we're in sort of trade show season. We've been to a few events. This keeps going until probably the end of April, middle of May. You love Connex. I know, again, we put a lot of effort, a lot of time into making sure we're prepared. What do you think is going to be new from the one we went to in August versus this one in Long Beach here in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I think it's always, the exciting thing about going to these shows is really, having the heartbeat of the industry of, facilities maintenance, facilities construction in general. And really for me personally, I always get excited to be able to show the innovation that we have, but also to see what other people are doing and how that innovation is actually impacting the customer, right? At the end of the day, the innovation is meant to solve the problems of those customers out there. And so to be able to put that on display for us and also to be able to see what other people have on display and how the industry is evolving so quickly in some cases, right? About the changes that are happening, the problems that are being solved with technology and innovation is really exciting. And to Bob's point, there is nothing like it to get all the people in the same room, but also to be able to get the feedback and validation of what's working, what's not working, and be able to adapt to that is that's what I live for it, man. I love the personal interaction. I love being in front of people. I love getting that firsthand feedback and response from people to say, man, this is really helping. Man, we should do this. Some of the greatest innovations that we've had as a company have come from those clients that we interact with. No question. Their suggestions, right?
Yeah. So you see clients that want to give back or give you feedback, that are engaged, that aren't just walking by the booth to grab the tchotchke and then, run to the open bar, right? It's like a little bit of a different vibe. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Oh, totally, man. It's a place where people want to do business. It always has been. I've been going there since 2012, 2013, something like that. And it has continued to evolve and get better. And the community that surrounds Connex is really close, right? We call Bob the mayor for a reason. He seems to know everybody, and everybody seems to know him. But it's because
like a small little village.
Yeah, the people are so open to those types of relationships, and that's what makes it special.
Yeah. No, definitely. So, Eli, I know your first Connex was last August when we were down in DC. You made a lot of great connections out of there. I remember, when we debriefed on it the week afterwards, you were just kind of blown away by the opportunity that was presented. So, as someone you're not really new to the industry anymore, but you're still, a younger guy. You've been to 10 of these. You've been to a couple. What was your biggest takeaway from going to Connex last year?
I think Bob almost hit it on the head. Between connecting with customers and vendors, and just how important relationships truly are. What we do isn't just a transactional thing and not just a one-time thing. The relationships that are built through this event are often, turned into friendships and long-term relationships. So, my biggest takeaway was just, how truly important relationships were. And then, as a young person in this industry, I loved connecting with a lot of the younger people as well, and just seeing their passion for innovation within the facilities maintenance industry. But the biggest takeaway is just how incredibly important those relationships truly are.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's very well said, man. And I know a lot of those connections that we made have turned into customers, but relationships that have helped us to network into other arenas and made very powerful introductions for us. And that's really what you get there. So we're going to be at booth. I got to look over here. Booth 1652. Is that a good spot, Bob? We're in a good spot.
We're right on the corner. It's an excellent spot.
Awesome. And we upgraded the booth, Bri.
Yeah, we got a 10 by 20. We couldn't fit enough people in our booth at the last handful of shows, so we got plenty of space. We got 2 giant screens coming to show the innovation that we have and to be able to put on display. I always say we like to show customers, not just tell them what we do and how we can help them. And so this booth gives us plenty of space to be able to do that. So come on over, stop by, and hang out with us. We got plenty of space and lots of innovations to show you.
Awesome, man. And if you're out there in the industry and you haven't signed up yet, whether you're a vendor or you're on the other side of things, it's April 24th to the 27th in Long Beach, California. I'm going to check the weather right now. 72 and sunny, 72 and sunny, 72 and sunny. Yeah, you might want to get out there. It's a beautiful place. It really is. It's going to be a great event. So I want to talk quick, Eli. They've got this quick connect, which I think is so cool. Mm-hmm. It's a really neat. It's like speed dating, basically, for vendors and facilities managers. You had an opportunity to do that at the last one. Will you talk a little bit about what your experience was with that?
Yeah, it was super cool. It was I think you get a minute or 2 minutes to, just like speed dating, right? Like you get to meet several potential customers all across the room. You get to meet with several vendors as well. And you sit down for a quick minute or two. And basically just introduce yourself and get to know who they are, who you are.
Sure.
Typically exchange information at that point. And then, later on in the show, typically, you're able to connect with those people that you connected with at Quick Connect and show them, and go a little bit more in depth in what you do and how you do it, and get to know them even more. So it's a great opportunity to, just meet people. And I think it's, what is it, Todd, like 45 minutes each session or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. You usually get to maybe 5, 6, 7 people that you get an opportunity to sit down with for that quick meeting. But you raised a great point there. What's nice about the format is you can sit down for about 5 minutes. What are you looking for? Here's what we have to offer. Does it make sense? Great. We'll see you at the booth and we can talk a little bit more. You're not trying to just sell in that 5 minutes. You get a quick feeling out, ask a couple questions. They ask you a couple questions. And then if it makes sense, they come by the booth. It's really good setup. Awesome. All right. Well, let's give our quick 30-second elevator pitch, everybody, on why people should stop by our booth, which is booth number 1652, upgraded, larger booth on the corner, like Bob said. Brian, kick us off. Why should people stop by and see the Pavement Group this year?
Man, we solve the biggest problems that property and facility managers have related to pavement. And at the booth, we're going to show you exactly how we do it. And if you don't stop by, you're missing out.
100%. Eli?
Yeah, to Brian's point, we, if you and the rest of your facilities team want to get home to your kids quicker than anyone else, I understand in the paving world it sometimes is quite hectic, and for facility managers it is as well. And if you want you and your team to get back to your kids and back to your family as quick as possible, we have the solution. So stop
Right
by.
on. Yeah. Yeah. Well said, man. And Bob, why should people come see us at booth number 1652 in Long
If
Beach,
you're
Michigan?
looking for a budget over the next 5 years, we have an assessment tool that is by far the best out there. Please come by. We'll share with you, see if it fits with your needs.
Yeah, man. Right on, right on. And I'd like to conclude with we have a little bit more fun too. Our booth is always full of energy. And like Brian said, we're not going to tell you, we'll show you. We've got some great displays set up. Very easy to walk you through our software and all our processes and stuff. And we just like meeting people. We like connecting and we like networking and we just love events like this. So come by, check it out. We're really looking forward to seeing everybody. Appreciate you watching this video. So April 24th to the 27th, Connex in Long Beach, California. We're in booth 1652. Come see the Pavement Group. It's going to be the four of us, and really looking forward to seeing you. So thanks for watching this. Another episode of the Pavement Group podcast, and we'll see you guys all real soon.